Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it? You already fucking know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Here goes another one. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Look at the rotation. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You see the rotation? Bye-up, bye-up, bye-ay. Or as you can tell by that thumbnail, let's get into it, man. In a menudo style in direct fashion. A sad situation all the way around, right? When two people lose their lives, when one literally loses his life and another one, man, has got a bad road in front of him, ahead of him, right? And it ain't a yellow brick road, they arrested, and it's breaking news, I guess, man. They arrested the alleged shooter in the Jalisco case. Now, if you don't know who Jalisco is, he was a local rapper out of the Sacramento area of a Southern affiliation, allegedly, right? And supposedly he was Chito Ranas' brother. Or his taita, man, his camarada, his boy that was so close to him, they treated each other like brothers, right? Now, this happened when Chito Ranas was first incarcerated. Not this round. Not this one. With the gun in the LA County and the cutting your tail off. Not that round. The first round, man, when Chito Ranas was locked up and involving himself in all that faces of death or faces of meth, right? His brother, his homeboy was out there pushing, man. Pushing the movement, pushing his agenda, out there making money and just doing his thing. From what I heard from other people, you know, that are from that area, he was a very humble dude, a righteous dude, pretty much stick to his own and stuck to his circle. But his name was out there. You know, when you have a brother or a homeboy that's really actively pushing, you know, a Southern reputation or a Northern reputation, then their shit goes on your plate, homes. Everything that they do or everything that they say becomes your shit. Your shit becomes theirs and theirs becomes yours. And in this case, man, Jalisco's and Chito Ranas' shit gelled, right? Being that Chito Ranas was locked up, guard! That fucker was locked up, right? Being that he was locked up doing what he had to do, Jalisco was pretty much on his own with his gaggle of homeboys, his circle of homeboys. And he decided that if for no other reason, about a year ago, he should push up to San Jose. You know, maybe they had something going on, a little concert, a little signing, you know what I mean, kicking it with a few tortas, ain't never hurt nobody. Whatever the case may be, that vato decided to show up to the city of San Jose. Now, let me talk about Sanjo for a minute. Respects to the city of San Jose, the 408 area, right? The wiggleization is different there. There are a lot of norteños as well as Southerners in San Jose. It's just facts, man. You know, let's respect that gangster, right? It's just what it is. I'm not going to sit here and say every single person out of San Jose is a killer and a gangster and a hitter. But I will say, man, there is a lot, right? I've done a lot of time with them, and I have nothing bad to say about them vatos from San Jose other than, you know what I mean? They just do what they does, cuz. Now, in the meantime, in between time, Jalisco was up there. This is just a little backstory for the people that don't know what's going down, right? He was up there and he found himself at an after-hour spot kicking it, and he was gunned down. You know, he was gunned down. There was a shootout that involved allegedly north and south, and because of the situation he was in, he got spotted. And you know how it is nowadays, man, social media shit. When you're going live, you're letting people know where you're at. Hey, I'm gonna be over here when I should be over there. Then other people are gonna pull up over there. Well, he decided to make that slip move, man, and was caught lacking, and ultimately he succumbed to his wounds and he was shot down. Now, when that happened, man, Chito Ranas was very hurt. You know, I'm sure when you hear about it, someone that's as close to you as a brother is gunned down and there's nothing you can do about it, you're pissed, that's it, right? He was pissed. He definitely wasn't in the best of moods, and I'm going to keep it real, man, and these are facts. And Chito could deny it if he wants, or he can keep it real, man. But these are facts, and I'm not trying to get the vato caught up. I'm just stating real here. When his brother was killed, a lot of people made videos about it. It was breaking news. You know, hey, Jalisco, the rapper, the brother of Chito Ranas is gunned down in the city of San Jose. Who didn't see that one coming, right? You can't just go to Sanjo and wiggle like that. Vatos ain't playing out there, north or south. They get down. So he goes down and this happens. Well, Chito got a little furious. He got mad that people were speaking on his brother's name without really knowing his brother. And I can understand that. You know, a lot of emotions. You're going through these shit. Oh, it's gonna fucking die. You're going through your emotions. And rest in peace, fucking Jalisco. I'm not making fun of the situation. But I could understand where Chito was feeling it, you know. He actually did, you know, a little, I think it was an Instagram live or something where he, you know, disrespected a lot of people. Said basically, fuck what you, fuck all you motherfuckers that are speaking on my brother's name without really knowing him. He was hurt. The Vato was hurt, and he was in a situation where he could do nothing about it but write a letter, right? Or text somebody. So this Vato, I decided back then, I understood the plight, man. I understood the situation. I don't know why. Usually I would have did a video on it, try to keep it as respectful as possible. You know how I do, right? But I decided that something about that murder, man, just touched a little too close to home, I guess. I didn't want to do nothing on it, man. And I decided to step back from that one and just let it play out, let it play its course, let all these other YouTubers do their thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Breaking news is shaking news. So anyways, they did that. This Vato actually got at me, Chito Ranas. Don't lie, ese. Facts. 100% facts, right? And didn't get at me like, hey, we're best friends. No, none of that, man. Just got at me and said, hey, gun, hey, Pop. That's what he says, Pop, right? Hey, Pop, I respect that you didn't put nothing out on my brother. And I respect the fact that you chose to step back from that one. And that's highly commendable and respectable. And that was it. That was the gist of it, man. I said, hey, no doubt, man. I understand what you're going through. Dispensa, my condolences to you and your family and your peoples. And we'll keep it pushing like that. And that was the gist of the conversation, man. Wasn't no back and forth after that. I'm not trying to get the dude in a wreck because he conversated with me. It was just a respect thing. Men will respect men, and you got to respect that. That's gangster. That's what I can say about Chito, is he definitely did that. He reached out to say that, and we pushed. Anyways, time passes, right? And, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, damn, the city of San Jose, killings happen all the time, man. It ain't nothing new to this. They're true to this, right? It's just like any other city in California, man, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, and the list goes on and on. New York, stand up. Murders happen, man. Unsolved murders. I mean, look, fuck, it's 25, 30 years later. They're barely fucking figuring out what happened to I wasn't going to say Tupac, right? Tupac. Tupacalypse. So now, I guess they finally caught fucking, or who they believe is the alleged shooter of Jalisco. And this is the way it went down. I guess the shooting happens and, no one spotted, so no one got it. Everyone's gone. Everyone disappears. But the streets talk. And if the streets don't talk, someone else will. People get caught up. So I was like, I don't want to go to fucking jail. 7 days? Sorry, 7 days? Are you serious? I'll tell you who killed Jalisco, right? They ain't playing. Vatos would give up the ghost. Anyways, Vatos decided that if for no other reason, someone was going to say something. I mean, that's not what it's saying, but that's pretty much what you can figure out from being, really knowing what happens on the streets. This is how it went down, brothers, right? The Vato was arrested. I guess, allegedly, this Vato, Noel Cortez, as you see on the thumbnail, and he's from San Jose. I actually know someone who knows him from juvenile hall days and everything. Anyways, this Vato wiggles out to Arizona, probably had family out there, probably had to get away from the situation or whatever the case may be. Maybe just had a baby mama that was doing her thing out there. Anyways, he goes out there and he gets a case. He gets caught up on a violation or something. I think this Vato had some shit going on in AZ, so he's probably back and forth and back like an Aaliyah song, right? But he goes out there and he gets caught up, catches a violation, and they send him to prison in Arizona. While he's in prison in Arizona, marinating like a motherfucking hard-boiled egg in water, right? San Jose PD is doing their proper investigations. They're doing their due diligence, and they're basically looking into this case quite extensively, right? Now, in the meantime, in between time, what happens is, of course, Chito Ranas gets out of jail, man, and doesn't get out with a good head on his shoulders, gets out with his mind spun out of his mind. And I'm not saying on a drug thing. I'm just saying he just wasn't thinking straight and goes on the run and makes music and hooks up with Swifty Blue, right? And they do their thing and guard. They were doing their thing. Eventually, over the course of doing that, man, when you're running and gunning and making it happen, he gets caught up with some cuetes allegedly, and now he's sitting his ass down, ponytail-less, in the LA County Jail. Doing his thing from what I hear. I know a lot of people have liked to say, oh, he's went to PC, he did this, he did that. Hey, man. Oh, hold on now. This ain't that King Von shit. This is that real shit. The Vato is sitting down in the LA County Jail amongst, general population doing his tiempo, man. Get off the young man's back already. Stop fucking player hating, man, like you do on the gun. Just let it go, right? I know everybody wants drama and everybody wants him to go to PC, man, but hey, that's that man's decision. If he makes it, he makes it. If he doesn't, he shakes it, right? Let him bake it. So he's doing his thing. He's over there baking a cake like Duncan Hines. And meanwhile, they're doing this investigation and they come up with this guy, Noel Cortez, who's pretty much known in the streets of San Jose. People know who he is. I'm not going to say like he's some hitter and killer, and I'm not going to talk about his affiliation and who he kicks it with or what he is. Let's just say he's from Northern California in the city of San Jose. I'll let you guys fucking figure that one out, man. I can't put nothing on no one's plate to get him validated. I just know that he absolutely is from San Jose. And it's all allegedly's here. So I guess through the course of doing their investigation, the authorities have figured out, because I'm sure someone says something, that this is the man responsible for the killing of Jalisco. So there it is. There's the picture of him, man. That's who they got arrested for that. I think it was on June 28th. They actually went to his cell, told him to cuff up, turn around, and rearrested him on charges of murder, and then extradited him to the city of San Jose, where he's now sitting in Santa Clara County. You know, right there where the UFC heavyweight champion was Kane. You know, orderly Kane, free Kane still, right? Even though he's out, still free him. On mines, you know. This vault was sitting down right there in the Santa Clara County, a treacherous county jail that you just don't want to be in because the conviction rate is ridiculous, right? You know, I mean, it's like people getting shot. It happens every day. Well, people get convicted there every day. He's sitting there for this case. Now, imagine what's going through the mind, putting a face to the shooter, Chito Ranas' mind. Now, he's sitting in the county jail, and I don't know if this news has got to him yet because, you know, LA County's different. I've never been there, so I can't tell you. But imagine what this Vaulto's going through, you know, the situation he's going through. You know, there it is there, man. That's who they say did it. Okay, that's who police have identified. Now, I guess there was 2 individuals involved or 2 people that got shot, but this is the only guy charged that I know of. And he has an extensive history in the city of San Jose. You know, this is what happens when you go to other cities and other towns, man, and get comfortable. When you think you can just relax and go anywhere else to someone else's city, and be from the other side, because let's just keep it point blank, real, raw. Let's keep it raw. Go, I'm gonna keep it raw, right? San Jose is a notorious norteño town, man. There's more northerners than anything there. There are southerners. They do have a movement. Their flag is firmly planted. There's no doubt about that for a very, very long time. But that's always going to be considered one of the northern strongholds. That's just how it's always been since I did time, and that's how it's always going to be. At least that's the way norteños look at it. You know what I mean? I know Southerners are going to see it a little bit differently, but hey, everyone's always going to put their team on top, you know? It's just how it is, man. It's part of the game. Anyways, this is an unfortunate event that came up because what happens now, gente? I'm going to tell you what happened. Jalisco's going to be dead and stay dead, man, and that's fucked up, right? All because he decided to go out to the city of San Jose and party a little bit and got caught lacking. It happens all the time, you know? Famous people, infamous people, unfamous people. You famously will get shot in San Jose. And that's what happened to him. Now, what happens to this guy that's accused? Well, he's going to go through the trials and tribulations of trials, right? And we're going to see what happens. Ultimately, if they got someone that's telling on him, if they got key eyewitnesses, if they got all that, well, then we know what he's got. A whole lot of time to do. I mean, that's it. You know, it's not a clout chase. He's not going to go in there and everyone's going to clap because of who he killed. It's just going to be another Vato in there for murder doing time. And time he will do, you know? Now, I say allegedly because, of course, you can't say who did it and who didn't do it. Just because some fucking rata on the corner decides to put his name out there because they don't want to go do 3 days in the county jail and wake up, you know, doesn't absolutely mean that he did it. This is just the man that they allegedly arrested for it. And this is the man that is being charged with the killing of Jalisco, Chito Ranas' homeboy. Now, Chito Ranas got no get backs. You know, people have been saying, oh, Chito's going to get out. He's just doing a violation. Let me give you the rundown on that. This is how it goes, right? The Vato got caught with the cuete, allegedly, right? Pensan la tira. That's just what they're saying, right? He goes to the LA County jail. He has a parole hold on him because you're on parole. This is your house for the next 3 years. Orale Miklo, you're on parole. He's on parole. So obviously what his fucking parole officer decided to do was violate him. So you catch your violation. Now, back in my days, and I don't know how it works out now. I haven't been to jail for a second, right? But back in my days, you catch a violation, so you go straight to prison. I remember one time I caught a violation. I was in Tracy fucking... And 3 hours later, like looking around like, my cellie was like, hey, I got a stinger. I was like, fuck, bro. I was just out there getting a mamon from a big old 280. It was all gravy. Right now, I'm in this motherfucker with you. It smells like caca in here. And you got a stinger. Come on, bro. Damn, I'm broken windows in Tracy. Anyone that's been there, they know. Fools are yelling on the wire. Spence on the wire. I was like, oh, these Spence on this tira, right? Anyways, I did my violation and kept it pushing. But the gist of that story is that's what usually happens. Now he's sitting in the county jail. Because he has new charges, I don't know the way that works. Maybe you guys could hit me to the game, you know, drop a message and put me up on game how it is nowadays. I'm an old man. I don't know. Just because this motherfucker's brown, that's just for men, right? It's usually gray. So I'm an older guy. So you got to hit me to the skip and let me know exactly what's popping. But he's sitting down. But what's going through his mentality now? See, there will be no retaliation or no get-backs. Not on the exact man who's alleged to do it, you know. But world works in mysterious ways, man. Just because Chito is in county jail doesn't mean he won't be ultimately convicted and go do a few years. And just because his Vato is facing what he's facing doesn't mean he won't be ultimately convicted and face what he has to face. And hey, Oh, how it hurts. California prison system is very small, man, especially when you're both activated, right? What's going to happen is you could see each other, right? And what's the next move, man? One never knows, does one. I can't encourage or discourage nothing. All I know is it's, hey, the last person on earth you want to see locked up is usually the first person you see in R&R. It's just like that. Anyways, I wanted to break the news for you. I don't know if you've seen it on other channels or if they've even spoken on it, but the alleged killer to Chito Ranas, his brother Jalisco, the rapper, has been captured. He has been caught. He was sought after, and they arrested him in Arizona and extradited him back to California, and that's where he sits right now. I'll try to keep you updated as the trial pushes on, or if more people get caught up in the situation. Like I said, I'm not going to go, all out of my way to look into it because it pretty much doesn't involve me and it's none of my business. I just wanted to bring hood news to the hood streets and in a menudo style, in a direct fashion, put it out there. So you already know what it is. With that being said, man, enjoy your Sunday. I hope you guys have a beautiful Sunday. If you go to church, I said do that. I'm about to go here after I eat some papas and chorizo because I have to get with a few eggs and some salsita, tortillas, bomb. Then I'm going to take my ass to church, do my thing, pray to my higher power like I do, man. And I pray for forgiveness for being fucking so real, right? And then, I'm going to get to wiggling and maybe drop a double up tonight. One never knows, does one. With that being said, gente, that's it, man. They got the killer, allegedly. And he's from the San Jose area. Who would have thunk it, huh? With that being said, move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming to you. And remember, at the end of each and every other day, gun's still going to be here. You're still going to be here, man. Do your thing, man. I'm trying to ramble on. But at the same time, I got to go over here to the casino maybe late night and get my gamble on. You already know what it is. Thumbs up or thumbs down. See, Heavy is going to be the head that wears this crown. I'm going to continue, homies, to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, and that's unity of the people, bringing everyone together and seeing senseless killings like this not happen. See, none of this shit could have been avoided. The Vato just stood home and fucking chilled with his old lady instead of going killing it. You know what I mean? And as far as Jalisco goes, man, that's a lesson to be learned for the youngsters, for the young community, the youngsters out there. If you go to someone else's city, man, and you're out of bounds, Holmes, keep your head on swivelization before you have no head. People ain't playing. They'll pop your top, especially in the cities like San Jose, Los Angeles, Compton, Fresno, Merced, Modesto, Stockton, Sacramento, man. Motherfuckers ain't playing with you, bro. They will take your cap off. Orderly, Oakland, I forgot you guys. Respects. You just know what it is, man. Like I said, enjoy your weekend. Have a good day. And the gun will be back later. Regular scheduled program. Let me check at the time. I ain't got shit to do. My pom pie, I was just going to watch The Grinch. This is the gun. Bang, bang.